Namaste everyone. In this video I'm going to be discussing about suicide and my own personal experience of having feelings of suicide. So the last 2 weeks I've been waking up and feeling like I just don't want to be alive. And just today I had this realization what I was picking up on. So basically, collectively, we have a psyche. And in that psyche, there is a feeling of not wanting to be alive. As we look at our society, we have a lot of people, numb, that just really don't really want to be here. They don't act like they want to be here. So us, you and I, everyone being so sensitive to the psyche because we're inside the collective psyche and it's inside of us, sometimes we can pick that up inside of us and thinking that is our own kind of, oh, there's something wrong with my life, I want to check out. And I started to feel that maybe that was my own personal feeling of suicide. That was my own, that there was something wrong with my life. And just now in meditation, my guide showed me that I was just picking up on the collective psyche. And when something moves through your body, okay, such as feelings of suicide, basically really heavy emotion, and you transmute that, basically you're doing that for the collective psyche. So it's pretty vast, and it can be like a wasteland up in the ethers, I like to say, and all around us, but we are connected. So when you pick up on a heavy emotion and you transmute that, you are doing that for everyone. The people around you, the ethers, basically the biology, and you're creating a new kind of psyche formation for the generations moving forward. And that's what we do when we heal. We're basically clearing out the ethers through our own physical embodiment, because when we clean out our own body, we create this higher frequency, and everywhere around us is affected by that higher frequency, and ultimately that higher frequency, that is our body, we become like a gong, and it basically kind of transmutes the environment we're in. And that's why in big healing groups, there's massive, almost geographic, regional transmutation of the environment, such as the psyche, the I don't want to be alive, there's something wrong with my life. So I'm gonna tell you guys how I transmuted that feeling of not wanting to be alive. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a step-by-step kind of thing on how I personally moved that feeling into a higher vibration. So these feelings, okay, I would wake up and I'm just, I don't really want to be alive, and I don't know why. And I started to believe that, okay? And then when I started to believe that, I started looking at my life and looking at it as though there's something wrong, because why would I have this feeling if my life was, peaches and creams and stuff like that? So just the last night, what really was transformative for me last night leading into today, and my revelation, the great transmutation, is I decided to journal last night, and I just expressed all of my heavy emotions. Okay, which is basically you're allowing your subconscious to open. So sometimes we judge ourselves. And that's kind of what I was doing. I was like, I gotta be strong. I can't have those feelings. I gotta be strong. I gotta be strong. But sometimes that can kind of, you closing yourself off from receiving the subconscious message. Okay, because you're just like, there's something wrong. So there's judgment. And that just creates this closed subconscious. Okay, so deciding to journaling with I'm just gonna let it all out. Just let it all out. I'm just gonna be real and honest. And there were heavy emotions that came up, okay, such as I'm tired, just really, we know heavy emotions. And that just all came up. and I just allowed it to flow. And then after, I did Kundalini, and that night, okay, or this early morning, I woke up and felt something changed inside of me on a subconscious level. Because a lot of times that period of time when we are just sort of waking up, but we're still dreaming, a lot of times that's a subconscious realm. So in that subconscious realm, instead of kind of waking up with a feeling of, oh, you know, I don't want to be here, there's something wrong with my life, I just want to check out, there was something that shifted. So that subconscious now was speaking of, you're strong. You're strong, and I'm grateful to be alive. I'm energetic to wake up. I'm excited to wake up. So I transformed the subconscious just by allowing the subconscious to kind of be cleared out. So fresh, you know, kind of like air it out. And we don't allow ourselves to air out our subconscious because we have a lot of judgment on the heavy emotions. But if we don't air out the heavy emotions, what happens, it just kind of stays in the subconscious, and then it just, we're like, why do I feel like this way? I don't know why. And then it just keeps going and going. So I kind of opened up the subconscious through journaling, and then Kundalini, really, the subconscious was open, and the Kundalini really put in a higher frequency sound. And then that night, through the opening of the subconscious, the kind of letting it air out, the feeling, and then the Kundalini, the higher frequency, the dream, kind of, that higher frequency swirled in the subconscious that was now open and shifted its kind of psyche, I don't want to be alive, and stuff like that. So what helped me to really kind of clear it out, really bring in some fresh air, some higher frequency, is creating artwork. So this morning I woke up and I felt guided to create some frequency paintings, and I'm sure you see them on my Lyra Star page and on YouTube. And basically setting the intention to kind of transform those heavy emotions into expressions, divine expressions, really helped me to get grounded in my physical body. So a lot of times when we have suicide feelings, it's because there's something inside of us that we feel trapped, or we feel like we can't express. So then we start feeling trapped in our body because there's something we want to express, such as the soul, such as art, such as creativity. And when our life begins to feel like we're trapped, or we're the subconscious, it creates this kind of, I want to kind of leave because I can't be who I am in this body, so what's the point of being in a body? So the artwork, really made it clear, on a body level, that it really opened up that trapped feeling and brought in this, I am here. I can express myself. There's so many opportunities to express my divinity and my soul. So that really grounded me out of the psyche, the ethers, because that's where a lot of the collective consciousness of our ancestors is in this ethers, and really brought me grounded into my body. And I showed myself through the art, creating of the art, that I do have divinity that is being expressed through my art, through my dance, through my movement. And that automatically, it really loosens you up. It sets you free. It helps you to recognize on a body level, mind connected to the body, that you have great beauty that is here and now that you can express. So that was more my journey, kind of through and through those feelings of suicide, and kind of my revelation on what that was, where it was coming from, the ancestors of my DNA, the people around us, the ethers, the collective, all of that, and just picking that up to transmute that, since I am an open vessel. I chose to be an open vessel, to channel. So when we're channeling divine light, we're also picking up on simultaneously the psyche of our ancestors and the collective. So it's kind of like receiving higher light and we're receiving kind of lower energies. And through our wisdom, okay, being an open channel, we have the ability to also transmute the lower energies into higher energies through, like I said, the journaling. You don't want to do it because it's heavy emotions, but you do it to kind of open up the subconscious. You air it out. Really, you're literally airing it out. No judgment, just allowing it to be seen, because the subconscious, we want to keep it hidden. We want to just be like, I don't want to face that, but just letting it come out. You're airing it out, and then through the Kundalini, the higher frequency entering the subconscious, kind of a sound current really moved things around, and then the sleeping, okay, really kind of created a new sort of perspective for relating to that feeling. And then just the art, the lower energy being expressed as higher energy or more grounded energy, solar plexus energy, which is creative energy, using that to transform the heavy emotions into something that feels really meaningful and beautiful to you, ultimately created this total transmutation of the kind of, I don't want to be here. So that was my journey, and I hope that you may take that as kind of a method on how you can transmutate your own kind of feelings that you're like, oh, I feel really weird, I don't really want to be alive, what can I do? Is that my own personal thing? Is there something wrong? No, there's nothing wrong with your life. You're just picking up on something, and now you have a method on how you can kind of transmute that kind of absorption, feeling the lower energy into something that is beautiful for you and for others, to help you feel more alive. Because when you feel more alive through expressing your soul's light through your vessel, it automatically just makes you more energetic. When you just allow yourself to just the simple things, art or dance, to just kind of let yourself be alive. Expressions. So last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the 2 pieces of art that I created this morning, kind of so you can see how I moved the energy, the low energy, into something beautiful and transformed. So here is the first art piece that I created. Okay, so as you can see, this is very much angelic, higher frequency. So this is kind of my soul expression. So this was very healing for me, and it helped me to be grounded. So I woke up with kind of thoughts. Even in my journaling, I had thoughts that maybe I'm mentally insane and mentally ill and all of that kind of, feelings, and that's why I thought there was something wrong with me. And because I woke up with feelings of not wanting to be alive, so then I thought I was mentally ill. But you're not, I am not. We're just picking up lower energies, that we have the strength, just like the message in my dream. We have the strength and the power on a body level to transmutate any lower energy into something beautiful for ourselves. Okay, and this was my turning something heavy, okay, into something light, something transformed, something that's more in alignment with the soul rather than just the fears of the collective mind. So if we can do that, if we can kind of shift our mind, the collective mind, the fear mind, into the free mind, the sovereign mind, the expressive mind, the creative mind, the independent mind, the soul mind, visionary mind, we have in that kind of transition or transformation, we have it in ourselves to really move any energy, lower energy, up and through this vessel. Okay, that is us. And we're not just doing it for ourselves. Like I said, we affect the electromagnetics of people around us because we are energy. We are all gongs, and some of us have gongs that are very vibrant and crisp and tuned, and some of us have gongs that are very kind of out of tune. But when we tune our own gong, such as we have an understanding of how to transmute lower energies into higher energies or higher frequencies, we're doing that for our loved ones, we're doing that for the environment, and also we're doing that for the ethers, for the generations, moving forward. And that's really how we collectively transform the subconscious mold into something else. So thank you for watching, and namaste.